Howdy friends, today in Goob's Kitchen we are doing Jamaican jerk shrimp and rice in a spicy slaw. So let's get cooking. The spicy slaw so that we can let it marinate. So for the slaw marinade itself, you're gonna need some habaneros, vinegar, lime juice, and then adobo seasoning. If you don't have adobo seasoning, you can use Lowry's. It's a hot take, but works in a pinch. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our habaneros. I've got 2, it depends on your level of spice that you want. You can go crazy, but I've got 2. You'll need about 2 cups of vinegar and then about a cup of lime juice, so just a 2-to-1 ratio there. And then a good dash of the seasoning salt. And that's it for the marinade. So my next part, I've got the cabbage, the carrot, onion, and then I've got a shredder and my trusty dusty knife and a spoon. So a little hack for if you're trying to get the peel off of a carrot without peeling too much or using a knife, all that kind of jazz, is you just take the back side of the spoon and peel down, and then you get a good solid peel out of it, and you don't have to remove that much waste. So it's an easy way to cut the carrot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel the carrot and then dice up the cabbage really thin, the onion really thin, and then shred the carrot with the shredder. For carrot shredding purposes, I'm just taking the carrot and turning it about 90 degrees every few turns. You're gonna end up with shaved carrots inside. Onions, we're just gonna slice them super thin so you get the thin little strips. So you just cut it in half and then cut the onion thin. And then we'll core out our cabbage. So you can see the little butt of the cabbage. We're gonna essentially take it, and I cut it into quarters first. And then I take that quarter that it is and go diagonal. And that will cut out the core of the cabbage. And then from there, we're also just doing super thin strips of cabbage. So you're gonna end up with a mixture that looks like a good ratio like this. You get some carrots, some onions, and mostly cabbage. And then you take your blended slaw, or blended mixture, and put it in the slaw. I put about half in at a time because you want to make sure that it's not crazy spicy. Mix it up and then try it, and then you can add more. You can usually not take less, so it's smarter to just add in. Now we'll move on to the shrimpies. So we're gonna take our pineapple and we'll chop them up. Usually I go take off the crown, take off the butt, and then slice around the edge here. And then once we're sliced around the entire way of it, in this example, I'm just gonna show a little portion of it. We're gonna take a chop, so we get a little chunk. And then we're cutting in thirds, and then cutting little chunks. So you're gonna end up with a chunk about palm holding size. Then once we got our pineapple chunkies, we're just gonna take our bell pepper into chunks as well. Make them pretty even to the pineapple. And the same with the onion. You're just gonna take chunks of that as well. So this was a small onion, so I just did dice it up into 4 and then cut it in half. So you get some evenly sized chunks throughout. Go add our seasonings. Gonna add some lime juice, some honey, some olive oil, some salt. I got Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning here. Got a shake of that. Some paprika. Thyme. And some red pepper flakes. And then I also add a little bit of brown sugar as well for a little more sweetness. And then you mix it all up. Got a little olive oil in the bottom of my pan here, just making sure it heats up. Then I'm gonna add my mixture in and let it cook. All right, so you're gonna be quite saucy at this part, which is totally okay. We're just wanting it all to kind of cook off. It's all the juices from the pineapple that are, so it's okay to be saucy for the mid stage. Now all of the water has evaporated. You can see that we're just kind of in a dry state. I like to cook it a little bit longer even from here because you can see that it's starting to brown on the edges. I like a little color's flavor. But at this stage you are done, and that is all there is